Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. Not at all the video I was planning to make, but here we are. If you guys saw the latest live at 5, you know that towards the end of the video, we fought the EEViLL Devs in the Metropolis Battle Zone open world. And we got 3 rewards. The first one is the Sapphire glass material. The second one is the Quartz glass material. And the third one is the big old sparkler. Let's start with the sparkler, it'll be easier to show. So basically it's a trinket that have you take a pose, and that summons a whole bunch of fireworks, which somehow I can't go far enough to be able to show them to you. Let's try that again. Let's try one last time. So that was for reward number 1. Reward number 2 was the Zephyr glass material. So you can see it's account bound. I could decide to give it to any one of my other characters. We're not going to do that. But we're going to use it with our multiverse character. So let's consume it right now. And I often get questions about those materials. So basically once you consume the materials, you have to go to your styles tab. You have to go to your materials tab. And yes, there's a bit of lag today, so if you go to your menu and lags, sadly today it's normal. So here we have our Sapphire glass material, so let's equip it. And let's apply it to everywhere. We can select each pieces of style if we want to, one at a time. But if we do apply all, it applies it everywhere. And you can see the outside and the inside of the cape, not quite the same thing. So as you can see, it's a really cool looking material. I'm gonna have to find an armory where I can actually use it. And the other material we got is the Quartz glass material. So again, let's consume it. Once more, we go to our styles tab. And once more, there might be a bit of lag, but thanks to the power of editing, I was able to spare you that. So let's equip the Quartz glass material. So it's very similar to the other one, but it's a bit more pinkish. I have to admit, I prefer the only one by a country mile. And the cape reacts a bit weird sometimes with the materials. It happens. And of course, there's nothing that stops you from mixing and matching the two materials if you want to. But I much prefer the Sapphire one, so let's go for that. And I can already hear you ask where can you get these materials. Basically every 2 weeks on Friday, the devs have a live stream where they go to the open world, to various open worlds, and they fight the players. And usually they'll alternate servers. So 1 week they'll be on the US server, another week they'll be on the EU server, 1 week they'll be on the PC, another week they'll be on Xbox, another week they'll be on Switch. So from what I understand, they mix and match, they switch from server to server every time they do this event. It's an event they do roughly every 2 weeks. And basically what happens is that they summon a few bosses, you defeat them, and after defeating them, you get a couple of rewards. I'm not sure if it's always the same rewards. It's the first time that I actually did participate in one of those events. So if you saw the last live at 5, basically towards the end of the live at 5, you saw us fight the devs. I'll put a link in the description down below to the live at 5 where we did fight the devs. It's towards the end of the video. I'll try to put a timestamp also. And also some of you guys that were watching the live at 5 video asked if I could show off those materials. And here we are.